Hi, my name is Jemma and this is my story. From the age of 7, a series of events that took place in my childhood had a detrimental effect on my life, and I wasn't aware of it. I grew up in quite a strict Caribbean family, and a lot of things that were deemed as punishment, sadly today, would be labelled as abuse. And when all this stuff was happening, rather than grow up actually hating or blaming my parents, I turned on myself and hated myself. I felt that I wasn't good enough and tried to do everything just to more or less buy their love. Childhood was really, really tough. I ran away from home many times. There was extensive beatings, many things that my parents themselves had suffered with growing up and had then passed down to us, and they left me very insecure. I was very paranoid. I had no self-confidence, and I was literally just stricken with fear, absolutely petrified. I loved and adored my parents, but I was really, really scared of them. My mum died unexpectedly, which just added to the way that I was feeling. I never ever thought that what I was living with or suffering with was depression. So I'm growing up and I'm living like this in church. I'm singing on the choir, I'm active in church, and people didn't know. They just looked at me, they labelled me as being miserable, being moody. As I got older, I became quite successful. People looked at me and thought, well, you've got all of this success, so what is wrong with you? Just before turning 42, I hit the peak of my depression. I was in a depression for about the best part of 2 years. And I think that was mainly based on the fact that my mum died when she was 39, and I always said I did not want to live past the age of 39. So coming up to age 40, things got really, really intense. I would lie in bed. I wouldn't go to church, I wouldn't wash, I wouldn't brush my teeth. I was working part-time for 2 days. I just about got myself out of bed to go to work for those 2 days. And I decided to take some time out and just go away and spend time with God. I had no idea what to expect. All I knew is that I was desperate and something had to change. And somehow He made stepping out of the boat and onto the water safer than staying in the boat. And it was like He could see me naked standing there, and He could see all of my imperfections, and He loved me, and His love was unconditional. And I took that step and I took His hand, and my life has not been the same. I have learned to manage depression instead of depression managing me. I have learned to get up and fight for my life. I've learned what intimacy with God is about. I've learned what being a child of God is about. I'm so glad that I chose life, and I'm so glad that I didn't give in to the lies of the enemy or the mental health condition that I suffer with and take my life, or end up just walking and leaving home and becoming homeless somewhere because of what I was going through. Mental health is real, and mental health within the Christian community is real. And I'm here to say that it's okay to be a Christian and to admit that you're suffering with mental health, but you don't have to stay in that state and have it managing you.